This is my first time making this. It's not gonna be my last. It's so good. Welcome back to Paul and Benny. I'm Paul, and I just discovered a new treat this week. Okay, it's not new, but it's new to me. I think you're gonna love it. This is whipped ricotta, and most of the recipes I found have a savory version where you whip ricotta cheese with olive oil and herbs and spices, and you serve it as a dip or a spread, and it looks awesome. But this isn't a savory version. This is a sweet one. It's not too sweet, it's super refreshing, and I love it. I think you will too. I'm starting at the very end of the recipe. I'm crushing up my garnish, which is some pistachios. You can totally do this in your food processor or with a knife, however you want, but this is easier for me, and I like some chunks in my garnish. I want to feel the crunch of the pistachios. Our main ingredient is the whole milk ricotta cheese. See, there's only 4 ingredients here. It doesn't need gums or stabilizers, and I'm putting this in the food processor. You could do this in a stand mixer if you were making a whole bunch, or a hand mixer. Unfortunately, my hand mixer is dead, so we're using what we have today. I'm adding some salt, a good glug of olive oil, about a tablespoon, a big tablespoon of honey. And my honey's getting a little thick in the bottom of the can, but no worries, a perfect use for it here today. Gotta taste it and give it a whirl. And I'm gonna let it whirl for about a minute. After a minute, I'm scraping down the sides, and I didn't add in my lemon yet. You could do it at the beginning or now, but I'm adding the zest of a lemon, a good little splash of vanilla, a couple teaspoons of lemon juice. Don't add too much liquid because you want this to stay thick, and then I'm just gonna give it a whirl for about another minute. That's really all there is for making the whipped ricotta itself. Now it's just plating it. I do have a tip for you. You want to put it on a separate plate than all the rest of your accoutrement. Is that the word? I always like that word. But I'm putting it on a separate plate. And you want to make it nice. I like to spread it out a little bit, give it a little swirl. And at this point, so it doesn't get overpowered by the items I'm serving it with, I do want to give it another good tablespoon of honey on top. And my honey's not as runny as I would like it to be, but no worries. That's why we have something to spread it with, a little spoon, and I'm just gonna make it swirl, whether it wants to or not. Look it, you just drag it through the dip, and nobody knows the difference. Besides, remember those pistachios? Exactly. We're gonna add our garnish here, so it's not a one-note texture. It's got a good crunch to it. I'm adding some graham crackers to the plate, and I recently discovered these. They're my favorite. Besides things that should be in graham crackers, there aren't a bunch of other ingredients. Got some thin pretzels here, which ended up being my favorite thing, this and the strawberries, to eat the dip with. Somehow the saltiness really lets the bright lemon and the sweet of the honey really shine through. Such a good thing to dip up the ricotta cheese with. I've added some whole dates here, which go great with honey, pistachios, olive oil, that whole Mediterranean vibe. And then look, these are some of the prettiest strawberries I found all year. They go so well with the dip as well. That and the pretzels. I mean, I could just eat a whole platter of those. They are delicious, sweet and juicy and bright with something lemony and rich. And this is why I said put the cheese on a separate plate. So if you have leftovers, you won't have your dip on the berries or crackers, etc. Anything left over will be nice, crisp, and clean for next time you want to eat it. Then you can cover the cheese plate and put that in the fridge separately and keep it nice and chilled. I forgot to turn the microphone on, but Benny was loving this dip. He was like, is there lemon or something in it? Something bright in here. So you totally could taste the lemon. It's almost like a yogurt with no sharpness or no tang to it. But you get the richness of the oil, the sweetness of the honey, the brightness of the lemon. It's a really bright, refreshing treat. So good. But he came back for seconds, and I did too. Guys, it's so good. It's so much better after it sat in the refrigerator overnight as well. We're grateful for the tons of fresh produce that's available during the summer. So many treats you don't get all year long, right? Like strawberries are so good this time of year. And the rest of the year, there's like, So we're so grateful for these, and we're so grateful for you watching.